Hello everyone and hope you're all doing well. My name is Risha and I'm the Program Manager at IMPACT Business Incubators. Today with me I have a very special guest, Mohammed Awad, who is the Branding and Communication Specialist. So today we're just going to talk about and understand more how startups in this region are facing some marketing or branding problems also because of COVID-19. And let's just see what he has to say and help them out in some way or the other. So Awad, what are the common mistakes that most of the startups do when it comes to marketing?
To be honest, like I've noticed a lot of startups these days because startups right now are afraid of what's happening and they don't know what's going to happen in the near future. Is because many of the businesses, especially startups, they are very dependent on the Saudi market, especially in Bahrain, right? And we all know that the causeway is shut right now, and because of what's happening around the world, people are panicking. People are reducing the sales which is coming with, like from import and export and so on and so forth. So people are panicking a bit. So what's happening right now is that startups are trying to come up with ideas to find ways that they can add value, okay? But the value does not work really well with their how relevant is their product or services are. Let me give you an example. Like I've seen this restaurant a few days ago. I've seen this ad in a restaurant. This person kept an ad of a nice, very short video, 30-40 seconds, showing that they are wiping the table, and this guy who's chef is wiping the knife and all with sanitizer and all. To be honest, I know you're trying your best, but this is not what you need to do. Okay, it's good to show that you're taking care of the space, hygiene and all. But everyone else is doing, right? Everyone is doing. So why would I come to your restaurant and eat from you? What other things that you can offer? Like for example, do you provide a seating area? Because not many restaurants are doing it. Of course, maybe there are regulations, you cannot do it. Okay, what else? Are you giving better rates? Are you basically providing, for example, a special meal that's not part of the menu during COVID-19? You will only get this within the coming 2 months. Some really cool ideas. Maybe also, like for example, creating videos and all, how you create your recipes. Talk about your staff members and all. Creating ideas because everyone else is doing, like cleaning, hygiene, whatever, sanitizer. It does not work. It does not work all, because to be honest, again, there is a shop, there is a business I know, without naming that business. He was like he wants to show that this, because it's for kids, right? Spraying Dettol and all that. I was like, don't do this, because the moment you do this and you show the parents, their mind is, yes, he's taking care of the place, but I will still don't want to take my children to that place because maybe something bad is going to happen to them. Maybe there are germs, maybe there's a virus over there. So the mistake, what I'm trying to say they are doing is they are putting so much effort and spending money on social media, which I believe social media, it's good to spend money on social media, but it's a trap at the end. Because if you don't provide real solutions to the public, for example, and something that will add value to them, something that will excite them, then all what you're doing is actually creating one post and that's it. It will not generate you business. I'll give you another example. I got a call a few days ago again, and this person told me that, "Hi Mohammed, I've been watching your videos. Thank you very much. I've learned so much from you. And I've worked with this digital marketing agency. I've been spending so much money for the past 6 months, and I don't see any business. I'm getting likes, I'm getting follows, but I don't get business." It's because a lot of startups think if I post something and I do a sponsor at $10, $15, I have to get the business. No, it does not work that way. Like in my business, I've been doing 3 years of videos, content. I've created more than 400 content. Till date, I barely get business. And alhamdulillah, I am doing well for myself, but I haven't reached to that level, because building your brand and communication is a long-term business. It's a long-term strategy. It takes 1 year, it takes 2 years, 3 years. It does not happen with one post. Understand what I'm trying to say? So again, don't focus so much on social media. Don't believe what digital marketing or marketing agencies say. Digital marketing, they come with a promise. They will say, I always say this, I will give you the moon in your hand, but they give you an apple. Understand? That's the problem. They promise you things, but again, it does not work, because you need to add value to the public. Don't just do marketing to sell. selling is a killer. It will not work. So that's my opinion.
So at Impact Business Incubators, we have a few startups which are into a online delivery platform. They also have consultancy businesses. They have accounting services. There are actually a wide range of services what these startups offer. So if it comes to something like a startup which is into online delivery platform versus a consultancy business, like how can they, get more business for them through their online marketing or without necessarily spending more money?
Okay, again, let us give an example. When it comes to consultancy, it's more of you are talking to an authority. You are a practitioner. You are the person who knows. You are the person who teaches. You are the person. Basically, consultant is more of a teacher. You're like a teacher. You teach people, and you try to come up with innovative solution, right? And the other company you mentioned is the online delivery. Online delivery company it's a service. Okay, it's a service. This is what I do. I'm trying to provide you convenience. That's what they do, right? So in my case, for example, if I'm a consultant, the only way I can market myself is to build my personal branding. Because consultants are what? Usually consultants in Bahrain is usually a solo consultant, solo entrepreneur, or he has 4, 5, 6 other consultants working with that person. But what I do, my strategy is building my personal branding through YouTube channels, through LinkedIn, and so on and so forth, and giving people ideas and solutions and free information. Understand what I'm trying to say? I've worked with a couple of other consultants. They don't provide any content online. What they are trying to do is, this is our consulting fees. This is what we do. With this service for 3 months, you get this. You are selling. You are a consultant. You have to push your strategy, your personality, your values, your brand message, your brand vision, and your services out there through value, through information, through teaching people. And that's how people will come and work with you, because you are more of a consultant. You should show that you're an authority. Okay? When it comes to services, for example, again, you mentioned like the delivery service. I see delivery service like they could do some other strategy. Listen, I cannot tell you right now exactly what we can do, because I need to know their strategy. I need to know what is their style of business.
But would online marketing work for them in the form of posts, and how can they get more
like for example, online marketing can work for them, not just posting. For example, if I have a business, like for example, delivery service, what I will do, I will get more testimonials. For example, let's say you are my client, right? And you are a supermarket. Let's say Rachel is a supermarket. She has a supermarket or a chocolate or bakery business. If I deliver a product to you from my services, I would come and tell you, Rachel, if you don't mind, can we have a short 1-minute video talking about your experience working with us and how it has helped you to actually build your business through fast delivery and all. I would keep posts like that, because see, at the end, I mentioned to you this before, people don't buy products anymore, people don't buy brands anymore, people buy per people. But that's the reason you have always Nike, Reebok, Adidas. They always show an athlete selling their product. In Bahrain, you have influencers, for example, selling a product and service, correct? Yeah. It's very rare nowadays you see just an ad with the product and there is the price over there. There's a price tag over there. You get this ad, but there is always a reinforcement campaign. What is the reinforcement campaign? They bring people that you know, because when you see a person talking about the product, saying good things about the product, then you gain trust. So this is one example, testimonial. The second example could be, for example, if I was the company again, delivery company, I would show a video of the journey, me taking the product from so-and-so factory, taking the full like a vlog style video and delivering to Rachel, for example, and Rachel is happy she delivered, I got it. So this is my marketing strategy I would do if I had the business, depending on my company's culture.
So that's very important, understanding your company's culture.
I need to understand my company's culture, because if my culture is all very professional, very professional and very straightforward and all, the branding, the communication would be different. But if my culture is, fun, my team is wearing shorts and all, I would do more of a vlog style content. Understand what I'm trying to say? So it all depends on your culture and how the company is and the strategy, and that's it. That's how I see
So
it.
you're basically saying that before you market your startup or before you have a brand for your startup, you need to have a brand for yourself and your team.
Definitely, brand for yourself, the company culture, how the
Yeah.
team works for you. Again, I'll give another example. Let's say it's an auditing firm. An auditing firm, the ads cannot be a guy on a surfboard, right? Auditing firm, usually you see people with suits and all. Professional, because you need to show that how professional it's auditing is.
And it's something which is carrying a lot of value, risky
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. And let's say I have a company it's a sportswear. I cannot show people with suits. I should show people actually exercising, working out, people with polo shirt, a little bit of muscle. Actually, the people who are working there should be fit because I'm selling sports equipment. I cannot get somebody who is, for example, obese or something. With all due respect to obese or whatever it is, I'm just telling you in the context of the business. Understand what I'm trying to say? And that's how it should reflect. That's it. Like, I'll give you an example. When I went to New York, I went to the Apple the store. When you go there, it's all people. The people over there are the young people wearing polo shirts, sleeve tattoos, earrings. Like I don't know what they call with those hairs. I don't know what they call mohawks and all. You know, because that's the culture they have built. Because who buys the iPhone? It's not the 70, 80 years old person. It's the 16, 15, 20, 21. So even the employees who are working over there should resonate with them, should relate to these customers. And that's how it works.
But in that case, if you see, Apple also has its customers who are the professionals, who are into business.
Yeah.
They also have those, right?
Definitely,
so
definitely.
How would they cater to that part of the community?
This is something to I don't know. I'm just giving you my experience when I went over there for sure. But maybe they cater and bought that part of the community maybe through influencers. For example, I just bought me a tablet, for example, right? The Samsung S7, for example. The reason I bought this tablet is through influencers, the people that I watch on YouTube. So me as a businessman, those are the people who actually influence me. That's one strategy that the Samsung Tab 7 does for people like me. But if this for the younger generation, they will do something else within the stores.
They would have campaigns for different types of...
Yes, they will have campaign for different types. For example, the campaign for me, because I've been searching, for example, on Facebook or Instagram or Google, what is the best tablet for my business? So what happens? I get an ad popping out somewhere on YouTube somewhere. Hey, check out this new tablet for business and how you can use it, how it can be replaced as a laptop. Because I've been searching for it. So this is how they come through to me. But if I say, I want a tablet for my daughter, 7 years old daughter, I will definitely get an ad, something else. So this is how it works.
True. I mean, to begin with, it's a good start.
Yes.
To understand who your customers
Yes,
are.
definitely.
And, cater to each part of the customer segment.
Definitely. Like for example, in my business consulting, I need to know who's my target audience, right? So my target audience are the companies that don't have marketing managers. So if I go and call a company that has a marketing manager and has 2 marketing officers, then I'm wasting my time because the company is already paying 3 salaries. Why do they even need me? Understand? So I would go to a company that does not have a marketing manager and the founder of the company is trying so hard to market and does not know what to do. Then I come in. So you need to know who you are dealing with. It's the biggest mistake that companies do that, you know what, this is my business and everyone is my customer. No, not everyone is your customer. It can never be your customer. I will give you an example. So I was with this real estate company. I was like, okay, can you tell me who's your target audience? Because I want to give her some marketing idea. She was like, everyone. I was like, how? It cannot be everyone. She said, because everyone needs a home. I said, okay, I will give you an idea because we live in Bahrain, guys, right? We live in Bahrain. Everybody knows about there, right? So I was like, if an expat comes, American, salary not less than 3,000-4,000 BD, works as a CEO, would he live in Durat Al Bahrain or lives in Jeddah House?
Obviously, Durat Al Bahrain.
So Jeddah House is not your. So that person is not your target audience in Jeddah House, right? So so that apartment does not belong for everyone. Understand? Or if let's say it's a family, maybe middle class family, salary of 500 BD, and has 3 kids. You need to know their expenses. Okay, if a guy gets 500 BD and he has 3 kids and a wife, that means his monthly expense for the kids, food and everything is at least 300. So he has 200 million left. So should I sell him in Durat in Amwaj or should I sell him somewhere in Jeddah Ali in Isa Town? Isatan works for him. See, it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
People need to understand that. Okay?
So as a startup, I am just starting my business and I do not have many resources at my hand.
Yes.
So, but I still need to market my product, right?
Yeah.
So is there a way that I can do it by myself without having to initially hire someone to do it for me?
Definitely. There is always a way. Remember I told you, Rishal, I'm a business development person. I have always worked in agencies as a business development. I never knew how to work on Photoshop. I never knew how to use Illustrator. I'm not professional, by the way. I just know basics. I never knew how to use Canva, for example. Canva is a free application. Okay, I never knew how to use video editing. I never knew how to use photography on cameras, for example. But I went and did my best to learn, because I know for a fact if I learn all this in the coming 2-3 years, I don't need to spend money on a marketing manager, a salary, or an advertising agency anymore. I do everything by myself. I read books. I collaborate. Maybe, for example, I work with an advertising agency. Hey, listen, I want your service. In return, I'll give you this. I don't have money. Understand? Like, for example, if I have a real estate, let's say I have a real estate company, and let's say I have 3-4 buildings. Let's give you an example, okay? And I have one building and it has 4 or 5 commercial apartments. I will give that advertising agency a free commercial apartment, but in return, I want all your services for my advertisement. Understand what I'm trying to say?
Collaborations, basically.
The collaboration, for example, because I know for a fact I have this, I have this, I have that. If I work with an ad agency, I have to spend at least 400 or 500 dinar per month. But if I give him an apartment, 400 dinar, 300 dinars, which is rent for him for free, I can have a barter deal, for example. Again, for a startup, you need to, if you don't have money to spend on advertisement or communication or marketing, you need to go out there and learn. Otherwise, it's very hard. And there is 2 things that I always say to people. Google, Google, Google search, how to create content, how to research content, how to create an Instagram post. Go YouTube. YouTube is a school. YouTube is a university. And trust me, if you go on YouTube and do the things that YouTube, the content creators do, you don't even need to go and pay 1,000 dinar for education anymore, because everything is over there. And I learned so much out of there, for example. Okay? So yeah, so whoever, and all the startups, if you want to do something and you don't have the money to pay for an ad agency, you have to learn yourself, or otherwise there is no other way. And by the way, technology has done so many things to make your life easier. For example, again, going back to the Canva app, canva.com, for example. Just click over there, you have all the templates ready. You just need to put the content and all. And now the question comes, okay, but how will I create content? I don't know what to do. Yes, the only way to do it, go see what your competitor does. Maybe not your direct competitors, go see companies in Europe and US similar to yours, what they do also. Try to understand, copy paste everything, put it in front of you and see, okay, why they have done this, why they have done that, understand it, and then build on it based on your target audience, where you live. And that's how I see it.
But I get this question from a lot of startups, like we put a lot of effort, we are consistent on our Instagram posts or our social media posts or YouTube, we keep uploading videos, but we're not getting that comments or likes or the feedback from our customers.
Okay.
So how is it that companies can be patient and wait for changes to happen, for businesses to come in, and yet be resilient when it comes to all this?
See, I had many companies who came to me and said, hey, listen, we have been posting consistently and all. And when I go to their Instagram account or their online platform, they are not. They think they are doing consistently. I guarantee you, most of these companies who have spoken to you, they don't even post 4 or 5 times a day.
That's
what I do, I post at least 7-8 times a week. Sometimes 4 posts a day. Understand what I'm trying to say? So you need to put an effort. You need to put a lot of effort and building on it. When people say that we do it consistently, what do you mean by consistently? Do you post once a month consistently? Do you post twice a month consistently? And the question is, what post? Have you done a research about when you post this stuff and contact your client? What do you think of our post? Ask your friends, ask your family members. Did they understand your post? Does it make sense? Does it even adds value? Are you selling or are you advising people? Are you adding value? So you need to understand this. So I can post today till the whole month 100 posts and it's selling, I will not get result because you're selling. There is a book I advise to everyone to read. It's called Jab, 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 Right Hook, which I told you a few days ago. So jab, jab, jab is like it's a boxing term. So jab, 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 and the right hook. Okay, you hit the guy, you hit your opponent. So basically, what I'm saying, jab, 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 is basically give as much as you can. Give your, not even secrets, just give information, add value, educate people, blah, 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 and then ask for it, and you'll see how people will work with the
It's a very nice mantra people they can follow.
What people do over here right now, they don't ask, they persuade, you got to give me. Persuade. You are always trying to persuade people to check your account or to buy your product. You should not persuade people. Understand what I'm saying?
I get your point.
That's it.
Okay, so another term that is used a lot nowadays is innovation.
Yeah.
So they say any product, it needs to have an innovative idea, it needs to bring about innovation, it needs to help its customers, help people around in one way or the other. But this term innovation is most often used in another context than what it should actually be. So how do we know, an innovative product, how can it gain traction on social media? And how does the startup exactly know that my product is going to do well in the future? Or what changes it needs to bring about in that course?
Okay. To be honest, doing your business is not easy. Okay? Like even myself, when I work in my business, I have few other businesses that I'm working on, like the wall concept, and I have now with my friends 60 films that we are working on. You won't know exactly what innovation you need to add, how to promote on the spot. It takes time. It takes time.
So it's basically trial and error.
It's trial and error. Everything that I do, also me being a brand and communication consultant, sometimes I do things that's not right. And I have to rectify it, and I have to ask myself, why it's not right? What I have done wrong? What is the mistake that I have done? Okay, because see, marketing is it's an ocean. Communication is an ocean, right? So today there is a trend, tomorrow it's a new trend. Today's algorithm is something that after 10 days the algorithm completely changes. So you need to know what are the trends that's happening outside. When it comes to innovation, a lot of people think that innovation is expensive because I have to do research and development. Innovation
has to be something new.
Yeah, innovation is technology, and a lot of people mistake innovation with technology. Innovation could be, for example, if I sell this product over here to a client, for example, and let's say you buy this, I deliver it to you from that delivery company that you mentioned, it comes to you. That's innovation. If I want to innovate, you buy this from me, I will take a nice piece of paper, a nice beautiful paper that I have printed and all, and I'll write, "Dear Rishad, thank you very much for purchasing this one. It's our pleasure and pride an honor that you have purchased our product, with regards, the founder Muhammad Awad," and I sign. This is innovation.
So basically that's personalization with innovation.
Yeah, it's not, again, yes, you're right, personalized, but this is innovation, because what will happen when you see, you'll be like, that's so kind of them, that they have actually written a letter so thoughtful, so kind, so empathetic, and they have given this letter. What will happen with Risha? She will get so excited, she will take a picture and post it on Instagram. Thank you, so and so company, for sending this product, and with a beautiful letter. So what's happening? Free marketing. And it becomes like a referral. Understand what I'm trying to say? This is innovation. Innovation could be pricing. For example, let's say coming with a new pricing strategy. Innovation could be the process of selling. For example, let's say, for example, you have an e-commerce website. People purchase from you, and it goes to the cart, and they get delivered. For example, right? So innovation could be. I'm just giving an example. Innovation could be it goes to the cart, and you purchase, and for example the website tells you, okay, before you purchase this, did you know that this product does this, and do you know that people who bought this product also have bought this one because it works really well, like make it more personalized, like what Amazon does. That's innovation, for example, right? Again, innovation does not need to be technology. It could be anything that you do that will add value to that kind. I always say the word value, because if you don't add value, like we all have values, I have values, and I use my values towards my services and towards how I deal with clients. Understand what I say? And that's it. And one more thing also I would like to add is that I always encourage people to add more services to what they can offer. For example, I have a couple of clients. In our contract, it mentions I will do this as a scope of work. But when through time when I work with them, I give them more than what even is mentioned there. And this gives them the element of surprise. This gives the element of appreciation that I'm taking care of that client.
Doing a little more than what.
Doing little more of what you're doing. So don't just come and sell what you have and that's it. Do a little bit more. Put an effort to it. Yet it's hard. It takes time. But put an effort. So this is something that a lot of startups don't understand because they have started. They think they're going to make the easy money and whatever we have is going to be sold. Yes, when you come up with an idea, you think everything is amazing, is roses and violet and whatever, everything's going to work because you have seen the same business in US and Europe to work. This is a totally different market. Bahrain is a totally different market. Our population is what 1.3 million, I guess 1.4 million, but that when it comes to Bahrainis, we are all 800,000, 900,000, not even million, right? So your goal to reach where you want is very hard because the expending power is less. It's not like how US and Europe is. It's not like Saudi Arabia, okay? It's a small country, spending power is less. What do you call it? COVID-19 also. So people are afraid to spend their money, on maybe unnecessary things for them, or maybe not. Or it's very important. We need to get this, but maybe it's not the right time. So you need to add that value, add a little bit more, and that's how you can sell. That's how I see it basically.
Well, thank you so much, Mohammad Awad, for spending your time with us here today, giving us insights about how startups, even though times can be difficult, they still need to do their bit, right?
Yes.
They still need to be out there. They still need to add value and educate people about their products, services.
They need to add value. And I think startups right now, what they should do. Sorry, but there's one more point that came to my mind is collaboration. I've noticed a lot of companies in Bahrain, they don't collaborate because they have the fear. And I've seen that. I'm not saying this from my head, but I've seen people telling me this. No, we won't collaborate because they will take our secret. No, we won't collaborate because I have done this before and I had a bad experience. I believe in collaboration. As a consultant, I collaborate with 4 or 5 different businesses, brand strategists, digital marketing strategists. I work with video production company, website development, production houses. I have to collaborate because, again, as a business, you cannot survive alone. It's like we say in Bahrain, you cannot clap with one hand. You need 2 hands to clap. So you need to collaborate. You cannot do it alone. Like even a company, why do a factory have to recruit more than 100 people, 50 people to do production and all? Because the owner cannot do it by himself or herself. Correct? You need people to help you, and that's how collaboration works. So to all startups out there, whoever you are struggling, try to find out who you can collaborate. Maybe it could be your competition. By the way, I've worked with my competition before. Like if you go to my account, which is called Meta Brand by Mohammed Awad, which I talk about again branding, marketing, communication, and all. I even post my competition's post, what work they have done. I literally post it, and they reply back, "Thank you," because you need to be selfless. Not selfish. You need to be selfless. And trust me, people will notice it and people will respect you for who you are, and through time you'll get the business. And that's how I see it. Collaboration.
That's amazing, yeah. So let us know what you think of this video today and share with us your feedback, your comments, and we'll hope to come up with more content for you guys. And until then, stay safe, stay tuned to Impact. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.